Hey there, Bharni Nakshatra natives. This is going to be your reading. If you have a sun, moon, rising, or any other placement that you feel is very important and is near and it's somewhere near your and it is in your Bharni Nakshatra, then this tarot reading is gonna be for you. Okay. Thank you so much for giving into my energy. Thank you so much for giving me the honor to present you with a reading today. And hope this gives you some clarity. Hope this helps you. I'm so sorry, but I'm already I'm getting. I usually don't pay so much attention to this, but I have a I have a clear wax medicine, and just now I cleared my throat, right? So I don't know, maybe clearing something could be significant, something could be jammed and you're trying to clear it up or something like that is going on in here. Okay. Yeah. But thank you so much for giving into my energy. Thank you so much for being here. Please, like, share, subscribe, hype, whatever way you give back the energy or help this channel grow so that I can bring more of these reads for you guys, right? Now with all that out of the way, let's get started, right? So already before I could even start the reading, I was getting like a clearing energy, like something needs to be cleared, something is jammed and it gets cleared in one go or all of a sudden. So I don't know, maybe it's a time for you, maybe it's a season where you guys are clearing up things. I'm also getting like, Bharni is the nakshatra where you bottle up stuff, right? So it's also the Venusian nakshatra. So, collecting stuff, bottling up stuff. So there's something like maybe, I don't know, maybe you have an excess of some things and that needs to be cleared up. I'm also getting that needs to be bottled up. So kind of like things need to be organized in the right space at the right time or something like that is coming through. Space organization, organizing your stuff, energy could be significant. Nine of Wands, that's your first card right there. So I'm getting an energy of keeping it up, like keep it up. You are already doing a great job at the things that, yeah, exactly, Magician upright. You're doing a great job, keep it up. There is nothing that you need to change about. I don't know, one thing about the Nine of Wands in here is that you don't need to change anything about it. You don't need to pressure stuff. There is something like there's no need to add anything new. There is no need to fall back. Just there's no need to relax. There is no need to add anything new. Keep doing the things that you were doing before. There's something like keep it up. You're doing a great job at it. Magician in the back of the deck, I feel like yes, you were doing a great job at it. I'm honestly feeling very much drawn to this little hand right here. And this hand has fingernails and nails in it. So if you have been doing I don't know if it is pedicure, nail tech, if you're into self-care or any of those beautification stuff, keep it up. You're doing a great job at it. There's no need to stop in between. Keep going. Keep it working. Because it's, I don't know, it's taking you in the right direction, or I'm also getting, you are being taken to the right soil to be fermented. So there is an energy, okay. Now, do you know how soya sauce is made? Soya sauce is often made by fermenting the soya beans, right? And oftentimes those soya beans are fermented inside a container and then it is fermented in the soil. I usually don't think that's a very Bharni trait, but there is something around the lines of if you allow things to ferment in a I think it's something in regards to you, I guess. Like just like how nature, ferments some things and turns it into a finer quality object. I think you guys are being asked to, like, go through the pressure of being buried, or go through the pressure of being, I don't know, there is something like maybe like there is something like how a diamond is formed in pressure. I feel like diamond, the formation of a diamond energy is also a lot, like it reminds me a lot of the Bharni energy as well, right? Like being bottled up, being put in a pressure, and being buried in the soil. That's what happens with soya beans. Like soya beans are kept in a container and then they are buried in soil so that they can ferment in there for years and years. It just gives them that texture, that finer quality, right? So there is something like a finer quality to things in life, or allowing yourself to be refined in pressure, in pain, or I don't know, in some sort of harsh environment or harsh conditions. Eight of Wands in reverse, it gives me an energy where you cannot escape this, like see, when the Eight of Wands is in reverse, I feel like this person is trapped. They are. Can you see it? They are trapped, and I don't know. There is something like I want to read it from the guidebook, because this Eight of Wands has a very different definition as compared to the other Eight of Wands. And it's wonderful, right? We have the 9 and the 8 of Wands. So after 8, we get the 9. So something like, maybe you're doing a routine, maybe you are following certain methodologies of doing things, but you're not in doing it in a proper order. Yeah, see, the same thing is written in the guidebook. A misstep, a fast-paced situation that can lead to an injury. The pressure is too high. Things are beginning to drop by wayside. When situation changes, you must change with it. Check your footing. Exactly. Damn. Yeah, I just feel like something is stuck. From the start of the energy itself, I was feeling something is stuck, something is jammed. It's not moving forward, and you need to clear it up. You need to clear it up to keep eye on things, or to keep to be alert, or I don't know, to you need to clear up the mess so that you can stay organized in the things that you were already doing, right? So there is something like, something requires you to pay attention, and I feel like something has come up that is jamming the way, and you need to like remove that obstacle so that you can pay attention to what you're supposed to be doing. So I don't know, let's also, with the fermentation energy process coming through in my mind and all of that stuff, I feel like whatever this is not just I feel like it's not just a routine, but it's something where you are supposed to stay alert, or this is a high pressure moment in your life, or this is a very painful moment in your life, and you're supposed, like, there is an energy where you are being asked to sort of don't try to escape, or if there is a jam in your way, don't make that blockage as a way to like cope with the pain and the pressure that you're feeling right now, because whatever pain and pressure this is, it is refining you for the better. And this, whatever this jam is, whatever this thing is that is blocking you, it might feel a little bit good, maybe it might, yeah, there is something like it will help you cope with this stuff, but I think you will learn to, I think you will learn how to clear it out of the way, and sort of like, and like there is something like you need to understand the goals that you have in your mind, the refined ideas that you want to produce in this world. They take some time, okay? They take their own time, and I think there's a lot of patience that is being asked of you, one thing. And the second thing that is being asked of you is, don't let your refinery sink All right, don't allow this blockage or this jam or whatever this I don't know, I'm getting like somebody is blocking your path or something is blocking your path, and don't allow this blockage to help you cope with the I don't know, with the situation that you have going on in here. Because you're supposed to stay alert, you're supposed to stay in this alert mode, so that you keep an eye on things, so that you refine yourself. All right, don't just because this period of refinery is a very prolonged period of time, or it is happening for a very long period of time, doesn't means that you should lose hope on your dreams. The star card is in here, right? So yeah, don't lose your hope on your dreams, or don't yeah, because the star card came in here, I feel like yes, it will lead to a better goal in your, it will lead to a better refined state of being in life, but you have to believe in it. And I think it takes a long time. It takes a long time. I'm getting Pushya Nakshatra right now. So Pushya Nakshatra, I think we are having Lord, let me remember. What are we having in Pushya Nakshatra? I think we are having a south node in Pushyan, maybe a lunar eclipse in Pushya Nakshatra. I don't remember it properly, man. I don't even have a phone to like search it up, look it up or something. But Pushya Nakshatra could be significant. I'm getting there is something like somebody with the Pushya Nakshatra could be hiring you. I'm getting that. I'm sort of getting like, yeah, Pushya Nakshatra is a very auspicious energy, right? It is a combination, it is basically comes under the Cancer asterism, and it is the Saturn Nakshatra in the Cancer asterism. So there is a moon and a Saturn combination going on in here. So this is a very auspicious, it's considered as a very auspicious nakshatra, because you know, Pushya is often it is said to yield good results, it is said to yield auspicious results or something like that. And I kind of feel like that's the refined idea that you're going towards, or that's the thing that you want to become ahead in life or something like that. And maybe that's where you're being pulled to go towards, right? So yeah, be mindful, be careful on your way, because I feel like this takes a long time, especially with the Saturn influence in here. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, very long time. Like I just feel like if you don't clear the blockage right now, or if you allow this blockage to like don't allow this blockage to like block you from your refinery, because I'm getting like this might stem from some sort of generosity that is being done towards you, or some sort of charity being given to you. The Six of Swords is in the back of the deck. I think that's the Ace of Wands, right? No, that's the Ace of Swords, and Six of Swords in reverse, Ace of Swords upright, Five of Wands upright. Yeah, not being able to move on from some sort of information that you received from a fight. And I feel like whatever that fight or that conflict is, that is the thing that is jamming you. And you got to know that if you don't remove that blockage right now, you might end up stalling your own growth, you know. So just clear it up. I don't know what this is, what this could be. This could be some sort of, I don't know, like blockage, some sort of jam, some sort of something that, some obstacle that just comes in between, in the middle of nowhere. I don't know, I'm getting Queen card. Na 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 na. I am a Queen card. Do you wanna be a Queen card? I'm a Queen card. There's something. I'm a Queen card. I'm a Queen card. I'm a Queen card. I'm a Queen card. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. There is something like maybe you need to like check in your car. I don't know. There's something like also check your debt or check your loan or check whatever this is. I don't know. Something needs to be cleared up as soon as possible. Otherwise, it will become a huge problem later on in life. Yeah. I think that you are in this King of Pentacles energy right here. You're in this King of Pentacles energy right here and this Magician energy. I feel like you guys are coming through with these two energies in this deck. But somehow I'm also feeling like there is something that you're refusing. Maybe you're very disappointed at the progress at which something is going. And because of that, you're not looking at it. But the thing is, you were just blocked by a small cough in the throat, you know. You were like that's why I was like, getting like this clear wax. Like you need to clear your ears for this, or you need to like clear up whatever problematic energy this is. I don't know what this is, but there is like this blockage in here, and it needs to be cleared up, or there is something like this small blockage is the reason why you may feel as if years of your hard work has gone to waste. But the thing is, it is just a small blockage, and you're getting disappointed way too soon. If you get rid of this, you will be able to access your. I'm getting divine wealth as well. So you will be able to access the wealth that you have been meaning to manifest for all this time, right? Because I'm seeing that this Magician is trying to become the King of Pentacles, but the reason why they have stopped midway is because they found an obstacle, and that obstacle, it's almost like they were too disappointed with the obstacle that came in front of them, and they do not want to kind of like clear this obstacle. Okay, so I'm kind of getting that this person is pushing away, or maybe you guys are like walking away from this beautiful opportunity, or you're walking away from years of painstaking hard work that you did to make something. I'm getting somebody made it brick by brick, right? And now they are leaving it all behind because they saw a small obstacle in front of them. I feel like this obstacle might not be as large as it makes itself seem, but because it stalled your growth in some way, I feel like you are already you're already like allowing that to like affect your finances, or you're allowing it to like trickle down to, how do I say this? Let me give you an example. I just feel like someone was like walking in their way, like someone was walking, right? And all of a sudden they saw an obstacle in front of them. They were like, oh my god, I can't go. Even if I jump, I cannot jump from this place. I cannot go under it. I cannot go sideways or this way. But the thing is, all this person, maybe, you know, like, yeah, maybe this person saw this obstacle and they couldn't get past it, so they gave up. They gave up on their long term dream, or they gave up on moving towards something that was beneficial for them, and it's like they started walking backwards, or they became stuck, right? And that's the thing that is affecting your finances. That's the thing that is affecting your long-term legacy or your money. You got to know that if one way is blocked, you need to take the other way. You know, there is something like, I think it's time for you to be more flexible, especially when it comes to whatever route or whatever path you're taking up in life. I think it's a very difficult message to swallow. Yes. Ace of Wands upright, Ace of Wands upright, Queen of Pentacles upright, Page of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse. So I'll take Page of Pentacles in reverse and Six of Cups in reverse together, right? Because after the Page of Pentacles matures, then it turns into a Queen of Pentacles upright. This could be something related to a romantic situation as well, because we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Now I was watching this person's tarot. I forgot. I think it's the Minnow Pond tarot. Yeah, and they were in their reading also. They had got a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles, and they were talking about how both of this King and Queen might not be, might be very, might not have that kind of spiciness in their life or something like that. So if this is a romantic relationship, take it as it resonates for you. Knight of Cups in here. Again, another romantic card is going on. I'll clarify it later, but let me just talk about these two, right? So the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. I think in your past, you might, whatever you're going to become, you are dreaming of becoming the King of. We have the entire Pentacles family in here. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So it's an entire family. This could be a family business as well, because Ten of Pentacles sometimes signifies family wealth as well, right? This could be something like that, but I feel like maybe this is somebody dreams to become the King of Pentacles, but in their past they were not as committed of a Page of Pentacles, right? Maybe because their past was not filled with good things, and maybe it's sort of, there's something again the Six of Cups in reverse. This coming in Bharani Nakshatra energy, I almost get bottling. It's kind of bottling up your own success. That's what it gives to me, like bottling up your own commitments, or bottling up your reason of wanting to do something, right? And then with the Queen of Pentacles coming in the back of the deck, I get an energy where it just feels like maybe currently you need to plan your seeds to become the Queen of Pentacles, because I think I just feel like you're still carrying the disappointment of being a Page of Pentacles who failed his mission, right? But I think with the Magician in here, I guess I'm getting an energy that you might have overcome that phase of your life, and currently you're in that Knight of Pentacles phase where you are feeling stuck, right? And I'm kind of getting an energy that don't give up, don't allow this. I'm also getting mission, so this could be a mission you guys could have got, I don't know, but don't allow this to force you into giving up on things that you really like, that you really love. Ace of Wands in here, with the Queen of Pentacles, with the Magician below the Magician. It gives me an energy that you need to, there is something like, this is an inspiration, you need some new inspiration. I don't know, maybe there is, I don't know, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups in here, I guess there is somebody who might come out to help you, to provide you some sort of inspiration. But I'm also getting that this Knight of Cups could be an offer. Okay, so whatever this is, I think it will help you grow into the Queen of Pentacles, which will later on turn into the King of Pentacles. But you need to make sure that your motivation or your inspiration is not going low just because one or two obstacles have stopped you in your path, and it's making you want to give up your energy, right? I'm also getting give up the tide. So I'm getting somebody moves like water, somebody has a very tidal energy. Okay, yeah. It's kind of giving me that even if there is an obstacle in the way, even if there are huge rocks and huge mountains in the way of ocean, right? The tides don't stop for the ocean. The ocean doesn't stop for the rocks. The ocean doesn't stop for the small little islands. If anything, the tides keep on beating the shore. They keep on beating the cliff. They keep on, beating the rocks in between the ocean. And after some years, that rock breaks down into small land, right? The ocean breaks away the rock, but it doesn't. It takes small steps. It puts. How do I say this? Let me recalibrate. Let me just say, for example, there is a rock, right? The ocean is the tides are coming towards this rock. right? But it doesn't finishes the rock in one go, right? It takes years and years and years and years and years and years till the rock is invisible in front of our eyes. And that's the thing that I'm getting. There's like, you need to understand, you need to be more like the tides, especially with the Bharni Nakshatra energy. Bharni is the combination of Venusian energy with the Mars energy of Aries, right? So this is like, how do I say this? Venusian nakshatra with the Mars energy. This is like literally the ocean, going like the ocean. This is like the ocean that is. This is exactly like how the tidal waves are. Like the ocean that is beating up, the tides that are beating the, the rocks in its way. That is what Bharni nakshatra, Bharni energy is like. You got to keep persevering. You got to just keep on, keep going. After years and years, you will get the refined surface, right? You will get the refined surface where this rock is not going, and you can easily, the tides will easily go. If the rock is in between, the tides are going to slash on this rock, right? That's what the tides do for years and years, till one day the rock is gone, and then the ocean moves smoothly over it, right? That's even the energy of fermentation, right? When it comes to Bharni nakshatra, it's kind of like you allow things to refine you in that pain and pressure, right? But I feel like in your case, this is not about, I think it's kind of like, one case is allowing the pain and pressure to mold you, and the other is like you are the one who's putting pain and pressure on a certain thing to sort of manifest something according to your way. And I feel like you got to understand that you have that power within you to manifest stuff in your way, to mold, to shape things in your idea, right? In whatever you want to build things into. So that's the kind of energy. I think there is something like that's the cause that you're living for, or that's the kind of life that you're supposed to lead. I don't know, maybe that's something that is the thing that actually strengthens you on the inside, right? Yeah. So don't focus too much, don't get disheartened because of the King of Pentacles, because you're not yet in the King of Pentacles energy, and you're still stuck in because of the Knight of Pentacles in reverse energy, right? Knight of Pentacles in reverse often talks about an energy that is stuck and is not moving. And it's okay if it is stuck for a while. Don't dwell in there. Go towards your goal, go towards your dreams. I feel like you find that inspiration within you. Especially, I feel like you need to kind of like allow this dream, whatever dream you have, to become this King of Pentacles, right? Allow that energy to sort of manifest, like allow it to like, I don't know what idea, like allow it to sort of, I'm not getting the fucking word in my, wait, oh my freaking god. Allow that energy to sort of inspire you. Yes, allow that energy to inspire you, to help you manifest that dream, right? One day don't let this Knight of Pentacles, one day you will reach towards this Queen of Pentacles and leave all those regrets behind, leave that regret behind that you weren't committed enough, or you bottled up your commitments or all those things. Just leave that old, I don't know, I'm getting old news, or leave that old way of thinking behind. That's not your life. That's not who you are anymore, and you don't need to be carrying that burden on your head anymore, right? Any longer. So yeah, this is the energy. Let me ask for your I don't know, I'm getting social guidance. Let me ask you for your advice. What advice can I get for Bharni Nakshatras? Ooh, 3 cards, 4 cards. I was thinking that you will get a lot of cards. Okay, I'm worthy of love and happiness. It's very wonderful. It's quite interesting to me that these 2 cards these 2 are kind of like blue color cards that wanted to be placed like this, and this is the red color cards that wants to be placed like this. So I feel like there is something like around the lines of you need to heal both your like there is something like heal the root. There is something like I think there is a need to heal. Let me just freaking read this because I think I know what it is going to be talking about. What are the 3 things that make you feel truly happy and loved? Okay. Next, do you ever feel the need to prove yourself? Why and why not? What is the one thing you need to forgive yourself for? How can you start the healing process? If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? Okay. What are the 3 things that make you feel truly happy and loved? Do you ever feel the need to prove yourself? Why and why not? I feel like I'll take these 2 together. Okay, then I'm going to look at these 2 like this, but I'm going to take this together. Okay. I feel like there is a need for you to lose that, because this came out in reverse, right? So I feel like you got to lose that need to prove yourself again and again. Stop that. Like there is something like losing that need to prove yourself again and again, because I don't know, maybe it's more about proving yourself to the world around you. Stop trying to prove yourself to the world around you. That's one thing. And try to remind yourself of the things that make you feel truly happy and loved. Because I feel like it's almost like with Bharani in here, I feel like you guys have already accomplished something. You guys have already acquired, or have had a whole damn, maybe there's a pot of success that is already in your hands, right? You've already accomplished some things in your life. So do those things make you feel loved? Do those things make you feel happy about yourself? Do those things make you feel like people love you, or you are somebody who is loved by the universe? If it is, then use that energy to not to remove this incessant need to prove yourself again and again. You don't need to prove yourself again and again. Okay, you don't need to prove yourself to be. And I think that is a misconception that needs to be cleared in here. It's sort of like there's something like you are clearing that out. You need to clear that out. You need to clear that energy of wanting to prove yourself to other people and proving your worth to them so that they love you and they cherish you, or you feel, or proving things to yourself to tell yourself that you deserve to be happy. You already have accomplished enough things in your life that should make you feel happy, that should make you feel truly happy and truly loved. Those are the most important things in your life. Proving yourself is not the most important thing right there. Okay, and I think there is a need to shift from that necessity to keep on proving yourself. What is the one thing that you need to forgive about yourself? How can you start the healing process? If you knew you couldn't fail, oh my fucking god, I was talking about this even with the tarot cards. There is something that you need to forgive yourself for. There is something you need to forgive yourself for, and release that failure that you had once upon a time in your life. With the blue cards coming in here, it reminds me a lot of the upper chakras energy, and this one reminds me a lot of the lower chakra energy, right? And I'm going to speak in those terms. Okay, I feel like this pain, because these 2 cards came out in reverse, right? I feel like this is interconnected. I feel like because you failed once upon a time in your life and you couldn't let go of that failure, you keep on trying to prove yourself again and again and again and again, which is not required. Because you're trying to prove yourself again and again, what is happening in here is that you are not taking into account of the things that are truly making you feel loved, that are truly making you feel happy, because you're so badly trying to prove yourself to others. So this is kind of like a battle between ego and what you really want, and always going behind that egoic need to prove yourself, right? Egoic need to show others that I'm not a failure, or proving yourself that you are not a failure to yourself, right? And I think this is the reason. I feel like exactly, like maybe I'm getting like when you accomplish things, you forgive yourself, right? And I think what you are being asked to do right now is to forgive yourself, and is to start that healing process despite the fact that you are not there yet, despite the fact that you have not accomplished that. It's like you don't really need to accomplish something to start your healing process. That's what I'm trying to say. You already have accomplished enough to deserve the love and happiness that you deserve, right? And you don't need to like go behind something or try to achieve something to forgive yourself. In like you don't need to go and try to achieve something to yeah, there is no special thing that you need to go behind, or there is no special thing that you need to go after. um, to become able enough to forgive yourself and to start your healing process or your healing journey. So it's there is a need to like because I'm seeing that if you let go or if you release that failure that you once upon that came into your life once upon a time, I feel like you will allow that inspiration to come in to help you to see past these negative notions that have taken over your mind, right? So don't allow these negative things to be to fester in your mind to the point and extent that you forget who you really are, right? What is this? When have you demonstrated your strength in your life? How did it change you? Exactly. How can you change it? How can you right, like, remember those moments in your life when you demonstrated strength and it changed something in your life. And I feel like that's very important for you as of now, because I feel like you've stopped trying to like change the path, or you have stopped trying to like face new things in your life because you feel stuck in some way. And the thing is, you have not, it's like you have actually given up on your own strength. Please remember the strength that you had once upon a time in your life. It changed you, and it will change you again. The orange card in here, the orange card in here, I feel like, yes, this is like an energy of, it's, you're being called to be more courageous. The wands energy is coming through, the fire energy is coming through. Be more courageous, be more bold, be more fierce and brave in the way that you're going towards the things that you're going towards, because they are going to lead you towards something that will make you happy. They are going to lead you towards a path in your life that will light up the way to make you the king of pentacles, or to lead you towards your destination. It will light up the way to take you towards the next step, and this next step will lead you towards this energy. So know that, understand that you are there. You just got to have that courage. You just got to believe in your own strength and not give up on yourself and the person that you're gonna become. And that is very important for you to remember. Your own strength, your own self-worth, your own promise and to yourself, your commitment to yourself. That is the most important thing that you need to remember as of now, Bharani Nakshatras. Thank you so much for coming to this reading. I think this will be the end of the read. Please know that I'm praying for you. May you have a happy journey. May you have a bold and beautiful journey as you move ahead in your life. Keep going. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.